So congratulations, you booked a shoot. But it's all exteriors. Here's the 4 things you need to know on how to use the sun for lighting and shaping not only your talent, but also for the location itself. Front light, take a look at this image here. Notice anything that is missing? That's right, there are no shadows in this image. The tree is fully lit evenly, just like everything else in the frame. Because the sun is directly in front, there is no contrast in this image and everything looks evenly lit. Now let's look at this same kind of front lighting, but this time with a beautiful talent. Notice the lack of shadows on her face, much like the trees in the background, or like the previous clip. So ask yourself, why would you want to front light someone or somewhere? Maybe you want an image that has low contrast where everything looks light and bright with little to no contrast or shadows. This is a great way to beautify someone or something or somewhere. Leaving no room for shadows makes everything feel and look more even. So remember, front light is where the sun is directly in front of the location and talent. Side light. So next, let's examine this tree. Notice anything different than the previous tree? That's right, there is a shadow on one side of the tree. This is because we are side lighting this tree by making sure the sun is on either side of the tree. This creates natural contrast or gradient and gives the image more shape and dimension. Having brighter and darker parts of the tree or image gives the illusion of depth. Take a look at our beautiful talent again and notice the shadow on the left side of her face. Again, this will give your talent and location more depth and personality since we can see certain parts of her face that are brighter and darker. It's that time again. So let's ponder on the reasoning behind why you would want to sidelight a location, object, or talent. My intuition always tells me that creating bright areas and dark areas makes for an interesting image. And what I mean by interesting is that we are taking a flat 2-dimensional image and giving it depth by creating it ourselves with the use of shadows and bright areas, all by placing the sun on the other side of our talent. So remember, side light is where you place the sun on either side of the location or talent. Last but not least, backlight. Take a look at these trees here. Notice how much more dark the front of the trees are than the back or edge of them are? With the sun behind the trees, we get a natural contrast from the front of the subject being darker than the back. If it's hard to see, check out what a face looks like using the sun for backlight. Notice the top of her hair has a nice shine to it. That's the sun creating a natural backlight, or what we can call a hair light or edge light, to separate her from the background. Now when we look at the background behind her, you can notice that it's not as bright as that edge light or backlight. This is another great way to create depth and contrast with having your talent be brighter than the background. What would be your reasoning to use backlight? Would it be to help highlight a person or place or object? Or would you simply want to create depth by having your talent be brighter than your background? Those are 2 solid reasons to use this technique. So remember, backlight is just when you put the sun or whatever light you have behind the talent or object or location. If you're still with me, those are the 3 ways you can use the sun to your advantage when filming outdoors. I hope it all makes sense. So if you want to learn more about how you can shape and control the sun, let me know and we can continue this conversation in another video in the future. Bonus, if you're still here, here is number 4. Diffuse lighting. Here is what natural sunlight looks like going through a canopy or any type of shade that diffuses light. I'll leave this one up to you to define, so drop a comment on your reasons why you would use a technique when filming outdoors. I would love to hear your thoughts. Till then, I'm Matty Beeves, the cinematographer/student, and I will see you all in 7 days. Peace.